IVM.
Hey everybody, welcome to another week on the IVM Podcast Network. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Paytm Money Upfront. We're still in lockdown and we're trying our best to make our releases work, but we are occasionally getting a little late or slipping on some episodes. Hope that you guys continue to remain patient with us. Check out our social media accounts. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We're doing something over there called the IVM Smart Guide. A bunch of our hosts are talking about things to do during the lockdown, books, movies, podcasts, etc. Check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And let's get you onto your show right now.
कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen yaar, don't be so conservative. Okay, I've solved the economic problems. Not problems, I've got an idea which will make India the greatest economic power in the history of the world. Ever in the history of economics since it was recorded in 1982, August 15th onwards. And this is my solution. It's simple. All the people of India, every single Hindustani has to do this. Whether you're a doctor, a scientist, an actor, industrialist, you drop what you're doing. Even if you're working in McDonald's, you drop what you're doing and you start manufacturing masks. I think if we can produce over 50 million masks in the next 3 months, we will never look back again. We will be ahead of the pack because the world needs masks and we will supply. We will meet that demand and together we will grow. India, listen to me. It's called Cyrus Says. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you looking for India's most awesome cricket podcast? Are you now tired of listening to the same old guys drone on about cricket everywhere? Edges and Sledges is a weekly cricket podcast hosted by 3 fans of the game, Varun, DJ, and myself, Ashwin. It was established in early 2018, has over 60 episodes now, and is of course now proud to be on the IVM Podcast Network. Each week, we get together from 3 different time zones, the USA, the UK, and Singapore, and we talk about things from the world of cricket, with a focus on Indian cricket. We often interview special guests from all around the world, including former cricketers and cricket media personalities. So check out Edges and Sledges, the cricket podcast, now on the IVM network.
All right, he's already laughing at the podcast. Lack of respect for what we do. My good friend Shailendra Singh, my drinking partner in the old days. Oh, what stories we can tell, but we can't tell.
We cannot tell.
Well, we would love to tell. Oh, I can't remember because I was so bloody drunk, but I'm sure Shaili will remember a little better. First, let's start with my favorite thing about you, which people don't know because you're in the glitz business and you know all these famous models, some of whom have 4 children now. Not that one should even ever talk like that about anyone, and I'm not saying male or female. But Charlie, what people don't know about you is that you're genuinely quick when it comes to bowling. And let me tell ladies and gentlemen off the record, please correct me, did you not bounce Virender Sehwag at his prime and hit him on the head?
How do you know this?
Baba, these are the stories I don't know about this bloody festival of sound with these stupid teenagers dancing like monkeys left, right, and center.
Cyrus is too old for that shit anyways.
When you tell me I bounced to Sehwag, he flinched. Sehwag at his best. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's something. I spoke to a few people and they told me that you were genuinely quick for some time. And you were this close to, going towards the professional way, whatever.
Cyrus, if you don't know that, who'll know? Because you were short leg, you remember?
No, I'm not. I was a subsequent game. So not the Sehwag game, I was not there, Baba.
Yeah, no, that game was at Wankhede. It was a charity game. Yeah. It was a full-on celebrity match. Yeah. But Sehwag was opposite me. Yeah. And I had the cherry in my hand. And I obviously, looking at the Wankhede crowd and Mandira Bedi in the box with Atul Vasan commenting and all that jazz. And I said, fuck, this is my moment. Suddenly I thought I was playing for the country. Yeah. And then I ripped a bouncer.
Which country? Pakistan.
Yeah.
Which he was batting.
Jai Maharashtra. Yeah. Having said that, the bouncer went past his nose. It didn't hit him. Yeah. But it went past his nose.
But you beat him. Fair and square.
Fair and square.
And he was stunned because he was not, ye kaun hai?
Yeah. The typical little punch. By then the pot belly was out a little bit. But the shoulders he didn't know, na? Yeah. He didn't know the bouncer.
He didn't know all the powers. Wasim Akram style, yeah.
All the vodka stuck in the spine.
So he got upset.
So he got really pissed off. I bowled another ball. He let that one go. Then I realized, like I said,
You bowled short.
Yeah. So I said, wow, respect by Sehwag. Cut to third ball, extra cover 6. Fourth ball, 0.6.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so he's still Sehwag, but you got him off guard, man.
Yeah, I got him off guard, and it was quite a historic moment.
Okay, let's finish the story before we get into your entire life biography because you paid me so much money to discuss your greatness. But I'm only interested in the cricket. You also, as a young man, you were very talented and you went to Scotland, yes or no?
Yes.
And you played in the leagues.
Yes.
You know who else has done the exact same story?
Shashir Rangri.
Shoaib Akhtar.
Is it so?
Shoaib Akhtar's story is the same. So at 16 or 17, he went to the Rawalpindi Express. He said, "Ye kaun hai?" Let's send him somewhere. He figured out the leagues in Scotland.
Yeah.
The difference is, you spoke perfect English when you went there. He spoke none. So when he came back, he spoke what is called Punjablish, which is a language only he spoke. Nobody in his team, Pakistani or Scottish, could understand. While the ball touched down, the fucking ball goes that way.
But the accent changes by the counties there.
Yeah, lovely.
So our little Paki friends have some strange accents there.
No, but tell us now. So you went to
especially when they work in restaurants called Mahatma Gandhi. Anyway.
What the hell are you talking about? Are you on something? Get back to our story. So you went to, where in Scotland? Edinburgh?
No. I was in Dundee.
Dundee,
a place called Dundee, mate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was Shashi Hadangri. Lalchand Rajput.
With full hair.
Yes, full hair. Yeah, you saw the buffon? He's got.
I don't want to comment. He's a good friend. He's a good friend. He's made jokes of Harsha Bhogle for the last 10 years. How dare he?
And suddenly he's got a flop on him.
Lionel bloody Richie coming to bat. So you all there in the league?
Yeah, Sheesh, Lalu, Jentibai. At that time, all of us were in the similar Forfarshire League, and I was just sort of grooming myself. It was a phenomenal experience in those days, and like no money, nothing, no mobile. I did well as a bowler, not as a batsman for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't even know why Scotland plays cricket, because it's like freaking 1 degree, and when you're standing in slips and point, you can imagine what happens when the ball comes to you. You say, "Mera nahi hai."
And the Abbey Guard is won by all.
Oh yeah,
because you got to protect something. You're not getting to play much, but you made an impression with your pace and swing and all that.
Yeah, it worked. I was there for 4 years.
Because I remember,
so I played all over the county. I also went to Blackpool with Kirti Azad. So I stayed with him for 3 months.
So he became a member of the Congress Party?
He became a good friend of mine, but he was a nightmare to handle.
Why? Tell us. Come
full on.
Come on.
Kirti is basically a gangster turned cricketer.
What are you saying?
Yeah, he's full on. He's full Bihari. Yeah.
So he's bullying all the Brit boys?
Fully.
This is
he was scoring more hundreds off the field than on the field.
Oh, but that's something to be proud of. And as an Indian,
why not? As long as you score hundreds.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. Flags flying high.
But he's my elder brother. He looked after me really well and etc.
No, but I want to quickly talk about the fact that you could have been probably played the highest grade. You were that good.
On a serious note,
no, I'm saying this because people have told me, not you.
Yeah, but
Cyrus, Shally was really good,
and
just, if it went this way or that way, it's a bit of karma involved. He could have gone all the way to the test team.
I think my final confirmation came from a press conference which we did for Sahara actually at the Grand Hyatt Hotel, and we had Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, and Vengsaka on the dais, and the 3 stalwarts.
You bowled to them?
No, I wasn't. I was actually part of the conference to make an announcement on behalf of my client Sahara. And guess what? The media room was packed, and the whole conversation went about me bowling well to Dilip Vengsarkar in a match against Bombay versus Dadar Union. Like, suddenly the media is wondering who they're talking about. And the funny thing is that Kapil Paji calls me Babs or Bablu as a nickname. So he started telling Sunil that you have no idea what Babs, when I played him first time. Suddenly the conversation went, and then finally they all 3 acknowledged in a press conference that I should have played for the country. For me, it was outstanding. Yeah.
Gavaskar, Vengsarkar and Kapil Dev.
I swear to God.
Like Father, Son and Holy Ghost.
It was amazing. But I played against Dilip in the league. He used to still play.
Did you bounce him?
No.
He was known more for his drives than going on the back foot.
Yeah. So, there was a serious game, Cyrus, in those days. Remember, Bombay used to really play the league.
Who you hate? Come on, tell me a couple of boys.
What?
Because the first time I saw you play, when I fielded at short leg in some silly celebrity match that we played, I didn't realize how good you were. So I was giving lip, and you were saying, "Abrocha, aage." So I was giving lip to the batsman and all, and you nearly took my head off because he pitched outside leg and suddenly the 90 miles per hour ball coming straight to short leg. Long story.
No, but I just always feel that if a batsman has a bat and he can hit you for a boundary or a 6 or a 4, whatever shit, you have a ball, you got to hit the batsman back.
Last question on that, and you don't have the longest run up and not so much lower body power, but you just like Wasim get the whole thing through the shoulder, is it?
Yeah. Yeah,
which is a God-given talent.
I think, like I still bowl bouncers. I'm 53 and I'm still bowling 2 bouncers and over, and I love that shit.
You stop traffic, pick up a ball and start hitting someone.
Bang it in.
Hey, Maruti! Tak! Oh, sorry, that's Nirmala Sitharaman, not you. You wouldn't say that. All right, now, listen, we have to talk about your entire life.
Horses for courses, man. The only minister who was handling the defense and now the finance within 3 months.
They've got the variety that, Abdul Qadir perhaps would not have measured up to. God bless his soul. Shally, let's start at the beginning. Another interesting thing is, you guys are like the pioneers of events and this entire move, everything. We were like an all-rounder, right? Advertising agency, events, films happened.
23 startups in 23 years.
23 startups in 23 years. So let's go right to the beginning. College, what happened? What was your plan? after coming back from Scotland?
College was only about playing cricket for India.
Yeah.
Nothing else. That's why I joined HR, House of Romance. There was no college.
HR, House of Romance, guys. South Bombay's most beautiful college.
You know that, the whole vibe of KC.
You can't move your car.
Yeah.
Because the couples are, doing their thing outside.
And those days, that alley which was next to the Satyam collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Satyam was still a name then. Now it's just a parking area.
Exactly.
Right.
So
what did you want to do?
HR was all about, not about studies, I think. It was all about getting the time to play cricket.
Can you rewind? You're a Delhi boy.
I'm born in Kanpur.
You're a Kanpur? You're a
UPI? Yeah.
Hi.
Careful, sir.
Okay, born in Kanpur then? So I have cousins in Kanpur. There are only 4 families, but they're all there.
Yeah.
Green Park Stadium, brother, when we were growing up.
Wow.
Yeah, cricket to aate hai, bhai. I am not Mandira. Disrespectful. I take it back. Mandira, come into bowl. Right, so let's go back. You're born in Kanpur.
Yeah, and then dad was a sugar technologist. So he traveled every second year.
Sharad Pawar is your...
No, my dad, Mr. Mangal Singh.
All right.
And he traveled from state to state every 2 years. So he went from Punjab to UP to Bihar to Karnataka, etc.
Oh, you were quite the...
Yeah, we were finally in Belgaum, when we came to Bombay. And that was another story altogether, why we came here.
Please tell us.
There were riots on the Karnataka-Maharashtra border, and dad was the head of the factory there, Lakshmiwadi, Samirwadi, and Samantwadi.
This country doesn't cease to amaze us.
Yeah, there were huge riots. They burned the factory down at 2 in the morning. We were all...
Just because it was there?
Yeah, we all traveled to Mumbai in trucks. And my mom was wounded, and we were all bleeding. And we came to and stayed in a hotel.
But why did they attack you? You're not...
No, it was a communal feud, but the factory was on the borderlines of Maharashtra and Karnataka. Those
wrong place,
days,
wrong time.
Yeah, there was a huge dispute between the borderlines of Maharashtra and Karnataka in those days.
Yeah.
And we came in a truck to Mumbai at 2 in the night, and we stayed in a hotel called Hotel Astoria next to Eros for 2 years in room 101. Yeah, the Arabic hotel.
You stayed in room 101 for 2 years?
2 years, yeah. And then I got into St. Xavier's school in the 4th standard, and they failed me because I didn't know Marathi. I knew Kannada, 1, 2, 3, 4. So
what? Truly?
Yeah. So I knew...
Kai boltos? Say it again. You're going to start the next set of riots.
And then I had to learn Gyuntak. So so they failed me in 4A I failed, and I went to 4B.
Okay, so they didn't understand the whole numerical concept.
They didn't send me upwards. They sent me sideways. And I remember the principal of St. Xavier's School then was Father Aran. And that's it. And then the school journey began. And then I realized that studying was all rubbish, waste of time. There was nothing they were teaching in school other than discipline.
My father is also ex-Xavierite.
Yeah, so
but a little older than you.
Yeah, we didn't have... Fuck off, Cyrus. This is on camera too. He's got it on tape.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
And who looks younger?
So when did the cricket happen then?
Yeah, so I started playing, school, St. Xavier's School. Giles Shield, then the other one, Harris Shield. Well done, bro.
I played both.
Yeah.
He lost first round Cathedral School, first round Xavier's College.
You played both as what?
The school and college played.
Cyrus, please. Okay, now let's put this on record. You're not an athlete by any standard.
I am a Viv Richards fan.
You're a fan.
I would bat at 3, and I can walk like him. I can. My stance is like him. I take the leg guard like him. I chew the gum like him. I never wear a helmet.
You can lift good weights.
No, forget all that. Listen.
You can fuck
listen,
well.
Listen.
You can talk well.
I said I'm a Viv Richards fan.
But
I'll put it out there, mate. Yeah. No, listen. So our school and our college, with due respect, lovely, but no cricket. Okay, cricket is.
St. Xavier's school is full cricket.
Yeah, you guys are different. So it's all about the culture, no? Who's in it?
Yeah.
So we struggled for Xavier's.
What was your school?
For Xavier's, we played Kirti College with Vinod Kamli before he became a star. Listen to me. They had a coach who would come in and and he hit the ball and the guy would run 400 feet to catch it. We didn't have the bat. We had one pad. We were looking for the second pad, and Somil Kulkarni was late, so we were only 10 men when we went into field. So we had to take one of their guys to field, and they allowed it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there you go. So totally different. Let's talk about your life. So you discovered a talent in cricket. Obviously, you were really good, not just good.
Yeah, I played a lot, and I was doing well. As a bowler at that time, and then I turned into an all-rounder. I did very well for the college, also for the school.
Yeah.
And then I thought this is the
career.
But at that time, Cyrus, really critical. Understand that era and that time, you had to be a cur. Solkar.
So Hadangadi is your era, right? 80s. Alan Sippy.
He was senior to me.
Yeah. So
I just met Alan Sippy in a debate.
Same?
I was in a debate with Alan Sippy. I couldn't believe it. I remember him playing for Bombay Chim as a pro.
He was sober, no?
Yeah. No, he looked pretty.
Great guy.
Yeah, very sober.
He was close to the test.
He had open heart surgery, I think.
Oops. All right.
Yeah.
So the era of cricketers you would have played with?
Yeah, Kar. You had to be a Kar.
You're saying not having that Maharashtrian...
Yeah, North Indians didn't work at that time in this. So they told me to go to Rajasthan or Goa or play for some other state. And then I realized they only travel in trains. Huh. So Ranji Trophy train, no chance, bro. I mean, I just couldn't visualize myself. Interstate. I said, no chance.
You've destroyed an entire culture of 80% of Mumbaikars. How can you do that? What do you think of the metro moving forward? You haven't liked it at Kandivli.
It's like...
what are these things like welcome to... What do they say? Welcome to Kandivli. They say things like that. It's going to be really funny.
Those trains are like you're flying without seatbelt.
Yeah. Thank God for that. Yeah. Listen. I want to quickly finish cricket. There's so much to talk about. Yeah. So you played top grade cricket, but you didn't get into that whole structure university going into Mumbai.
Yeah, I gave it up. And I think I got spoiled when I got Mumbai Gymkhana's membership free.
Okay.
So I got that as a playing. I got the playing member, $5,000 permanent membership.
What are you saying? But you played for them. Unlike all the big
Salil
stars who never turned up.
Shashir Dangri, Ravi Shastri, all of us got that quota.
Yeah.
And then I captained the club for 16 years. You know that.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just enjoyed
it. Was Melli Irani still the wicketkeeper?
It was.
Are you kidding me?
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the incident, what happened. So the only problem was that Melli continued to play beyond his expiry date. And he's still alive.
That's
you get my point, right?
Yeah,
so whenever the side screen was rolled off the cloth, we used to always say, Melli ja raha hai. But Melli was right there having pudina chai. He didn't go anywhere.
But this is only Bombay Gym story. Saraya bowling at 86 and Irani keeping at 92.
We are playing against the other Indian in the finals. Yeah. And we are requesting Melli that can you step down for this game at least. He says no chance.
But could he keep
minimum
at that
club, point? He could keep, but he was really old. Yeah. Correct? You know that.
But could he keep
was a phenomenal keeper. Yeah, he was keeping full on.
Spinners?
Okay, yeah.
Could he manage the spinners?
So I was really pissed off and I was captaining that side. So I was at deep square leg. Okay, deep square leg between fine leg position, and he was wicket keeping up ahead with his hands up. Guess what I did? So the batsman flicked the ball. Now, obviously, Melli was already 70 at that time. Yeah. So I got the ball and I flicked it before Melli could turn. It hit his head and he fell flat on the stumps.
You hit it deliberately?
Everybody was so happy, yeah.
How can you say that on national podcast listened to by 20,000 people? How dare you? He's the pride of the Parsi community.
Guess what? He got up and said, Pinchon, please wait for me to turn around. He flicked it, boom, and he's still there. I just met him yesterday. Wow. He's a legend. One of the finest wicket keepers ever. Oh, yeah. And he scored. Oh,
and that's the spirit of Mumbai.
Cyrus,
no one talks about that.
No. That is hardcore. These are hardcore cricketers who have built Indian cricket. Wait, in that match, he scored the winning runs with his gun and more, that stupid retro 1920s.
When you oiled properly for 4 years. And then
he scored the winning runs against Ramesh Rajade. He bowled a bouncer to Melli, hooked it went to the boundary line.
What are you saying?
Yes.
Zubin Bharucha played with you?
Yeah. You know how Zubin.
Zubin should have played for India? Zubin should have played for India?
Oh, for sure. He could throw with both hands.
So Shailendra and Zubin, dear Chief Minister, I write to you now. My people, Parsi and Punjabi,
cricket
are being
condolence.
spurned because of regional bias. All right, let's move on. Lots to talk about. So, how do you land up in the world of advertising and events? Where did it all come from?
Now, I think it's the idea, Cyrus, that whatever I didn't get to play cricket, so then I went and sponsored cricket. I did the Indian team sponsorship deal for Sahara.
But that happened later.
100 crore, yeah.
First, you guys started. I remember going to you when you were in an ad agency.
Yeah.
And you were just
that was advertising, which is where we started from originally, and I think advertising for me
But it's important to get to that first step.
I didn't graduate. I didn't learn advertising. I didn't learn marketing. I have no MBA, nothing. I'm just barely passed from HR with 52% marks, the usual. Yeah. But the point was that we had good reflexes and open mind, and I could tell good stories. And that was, I thought, was the qualification required for advertising.
And you could get into the place first. What is the pioneer sort of thing?
You know how
That's
it is.
Very important.
We learned it very
also
early.
In dating.
Yeah, but when you're in school, you realize that.
Tinder is all about that. Who is first?
Who gets in first?
Yes.
And who gets out last?
All right. Left arm over the wicket. Left arm over, left arm round. Over. Even to the left hand batsman?
Not even now is round.
You don't like bowling round? Ever?
I hate it.
Pitches outside leg, is it?
Yeah, and also, I don't like it.
Then we'll come back and talk more
It's
cricket.
like a desperate moment when you bowl round.
There's so many left-armers you don't mind. Jofra Archer didn't...
I feel if you can control as a left-armer, just to be honest with you,
Wasim bowled both sides.
Yeah, Wasim was a legend.
He just switched, no problem.
Yeah, but if you are a true bowler and you can control the swing, then you bowl over the wicket, not round.
Zahir not so fond of round.
Not so fond also. You remember whenever he was told by the captain he hated it. Because you're then forcing your delivery. Over the wicket you can control the delivery the way you want, and if you can bring it in from over the wicket, then you're a legend, which Wasim Akram did.
So, but let's say he's like a genius, but I'm just saying for you, right hand bat, left hand bat doesn't make any difference.
Not to me.
You still stay with over the wicket.
I like left-handed batsmen better because the rhythm is beautiful. You can pitch and take it out. It's amazing fun to do that. And you can tell Zubin this. I said this on.
Zubin hooked you?
So Zubin had a knack. I mean, he was a perfect cricketer. So he had a lot of style. And he wanted to prove a point by letting balls go. You know, though that time he was
get behind the ball, let the ball go, wait for the loose ball.
So he and me had a thing because I could bring the ball in. Yeah. So he would let 3 of my balls go, saying that I know what you're bowling.
But you bowl outswing or just
I
the ball
bowl outswing, but the 4th ball always comes in. So Zubin didn't know. I got him LBW.
You bend the ball both ways.
I've got LBW 10 times, Zubin.
Tell me this, Shali. You could take the ball out and in?
Yeah, even now.
At will?
Yeah.
Wow.
I swear to God.
And skiddy, huh? I've only faced you once, man. My pants were wet in 5 seconds. I got to tell you. Let me tell you the other story. I think once we had to face you with Nikhil Chopra in some game. He had played a few test matches, a few one-day games. And you would come in to bowl. And he looks at me and says, you take first guard. I said, I didn't have a helmet also. I didn't have an abdi guard because we just walked out.
But look at you. You look strong now.
Yeah. I just edged the ball. Third man took a single and then Chopra had to face you. I think you weren't really after me. I think your blood was rising with the international cricket. Goodness is there, ki boss, main bhi kuch ho. And then that's also more fun to watch. You saved your energy for the real guy. Anyway, listen, before we go into break, let's quickly get into it. You did an ad agency started by you and your brother first?
Yeah.
And
1984.
What was the plan?
Plan was nothing, survival. Because Dad was a professional, so he had barely made it financially. And then we were suddenly stuck in a city called Mumbai, and we had to sort of figure it out. Both of us worked in hotels first. He worked in Poonam International. I worked in Taj Shamiana coffee shop.
Oh, you got Taj, you got Poonam.
Yeah. But he was making more money.
Poonam.
No, he had a management degree. So he was a management trainee. I was a graduate trainee. So I had a salary of 1,280 rupees.
Wow.
It was a terrible experience.
So like all Ratan Tata?
All my best friends came to Shamiana the night for milkshakes, which was horrible.
Just to piss on you.
Because the graduate training gets a bow. I had a bow. I didn't have a tie.
Yeah.
I didn't have a jacket. I had a bow with a white shirt.
That's
Dude,
cute.
Try that.
Left arm fast in the day and hiding behind his bow.
The girlfriends were disappearing by the second.
Yeah.
Ye waiter se kaun pyar karega?
Job's a job.
No, job's not a job in those times.
No.
Now if you work as a waiter, oh my God, I can't believe it. He's just living his dream.
Really?
This is now. Go back in 80s and 90s. Lode lag gaye iske.
Waiters in Los Angeles.
Coffee shop mein waiter hai.
Okay, so so there was no plan. You just
no plan at all. No plan at all. I mean, it all happened by default.
So where was the next step? Where you suddenly became a household name and was it?
I think it was about understanding that in every sort of crisis and every problem there's a solution, and in every solution there's an opportunity. And I thought in advertising when you
sound like a new age guru.
No.
Let's go back to
Cyrus, when you entered television, so you started with.
I was a Grassy Mr. India.
No, hang on. Seriously.
I won the Grassy Mr. India male model hunt.
No.
I had you. I had you. See, I'm a leg break bowler. I had you with guile. I got the ball to flight over your eyes, bro. Shale! Scotland se aaga. Kya karega? Okay.
No, I think it's about getting into clients like CRM and Escomars, and we had lots of clients at that time who came to us for advertising. But when you enter a client and you think you're doing the advertising, but there is events to do for them. There's branding.
Events was still like a small thing. Right? Events had not bloomed into what it is today.
Yeah, because events impact was not big enough in those days, and they didn't know how to value it or put the ROI to it. But we created conceptually. Percept was the first company that
Where did the name Percept come from?
I think my brother decided. He created. It was called Perceptions to start with, and then the shins went away, and Percept just stayed. So I think that's how it happened. And I got stuck with Percept and P. So all our buildings are called P1, P2, P3. All our companies are called Percept Company, Percept DMark, P9. We just stuck with PTM, PDM. So we just got stuck with the alphabet P in many ways.
It's a bit like
it's like the Balaji,
Ekta
with K.
K, isn't it? Yeah.
But I just P, P, huh?
P, yeah, I know P.
P is better than K.
Man, if you keep saying it, I'll start urinating. All right, we'll take a quick break.
Urinating? Why not urinine?
What is urinine?
After urinate comes urinine.
What are you saying? That's hilarious. That's like solar system. What comes after solar system? Solar system. We can do this all night, man. We'll take a break. We'll come back.
Did I just catch you on your way to work? Or did you end up pulling an all-nighter? Let me guess. You have a packed schedule for the day, the week, and probably the month and the year. That's a lot for your mind to handle, don't you think? This buzzing chaos also brings tons of negative thoughts. Am I right? Try spinning that bottle in a positive direction with me, Chetna, on the Positively Unlimited podcast, every Monday on IBM Podcasts. It's time to change your life one alphabet at a time.
We're back after a huge break. Shali and I are reminiscing.
What
do you think is a lunch break at Lord's? No, man. This is it. This is all we get.
No snakes?
No snakes. So speaking Kannada for 1 second.
But what is
that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you remember?
Po, go.
They used to sledge?
No.
When we played a couple of games, you kept telling me to go and say things to the batsman.
But you're allowed, no? You got 3 warnings.
Well, we never abuse them.
In cricket, you get 3 warnings. You can run the wicket twice, and the umpire will say, I'm going to ban you. I won't run anymore. Fuck you. Then you abuse the batsman, they say, I'll warn you. I warn you. You get enough warnings.
They warn you for abusing?
Yeah. I took non-stop. By bowling, I've taken 1,000 wickets, and I've taken 3,000 wickets in the first slip.
Yeah.
Talking to the batsman.
Yeah, but that's different. That's fine.
That's legendary, bro.
Abusing is different. That's like
not
fighting.
Abusing.
No, sledging is okay.
Like the minute the batsman misses the ball, Anshuman Gaikwad. That typical kind of usual. Like how...
Made a double century against West Indies, mate.
Yeah.
Not the worst. Yeah. All right. So Percept has started. The clients are now interested in events. This is your idea. Let's do more events. That kind of thing. Because events is really the big thing that made you.
Events came from the fact that all the clients that we worked with always worked with a retail chain, which are the wholesalers and dealers and agents. And those people need to be entertained. Because when we created an advertising campaign, those guys said, हमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है तुम्हारी कैंपेन से तुम पैसा बर्बाद मत करो give us more discounts we'll sell your product so they were fighting the agencies
so like a dealer conference idea
that's how it all started from. That's when we started doing these fashion shows in Centaur Hotel for Pantaloon. You remember the massive fashion shows with Milind Soman walking and story and that's when we seduced the dealers and retailers and agents to say hang on, communication is what brings the customer to your shop because he or she believed that it was their salesmanship that sold the product and not the customer wanting the product. Now you bridge that gap and then you got magic happening. And that's what we created, to be honest with you.
Did you know it would be such a big industry?
Huh?
Did you know that the events would become huge and there'd be so many events?
I didn't know anything, Cyrus. Especially when you come to Mumbai with default. We were small town boys, coming here by mistake and then looking at the city and saying, oh my God, what are the opportunities? Bollywood capital, we're hardcore Bollywood fans, cricket fans. And Mumbai is the city. There is no other city in India like Mumbai.
Who's the best Bollywood actor in cricket?
Bollywood actor?
Ritesh is not bad. Aftab is not bad.
Ritesh is fantastic. Aftab is boring, bro. I love him a lot, but he's so clinical. He forgets Aftab forgets that he's got 10 other players waiting in the dressing room.
Yeah, that's okay. Spends more time in the wicket than
I would say number one is Ritesh. He's a phenomenal all-rounder. Very, very, very talented.
We once, waiting for the actress to turn up, Bobby Deol batted for 3 hours at Royal Palms. My entire MTV crew bowling.
Must be playing with the spot boys.
Baba, he wasn't bad. You're not being fair.
No.
He doesn't play your celebrity matches. That's not fair at all. Okay, so the events have started and then you get into films.
And then we got into talent management and we got into sports marketing, we got into activation, then the films came by. And films also came by default. When we realized that all our clients needed to make ad films and we were outsourcing them at one point in time and our balls were always in somebody else's hands because they refused to give us the tapes, they don't give the money and so on and so forth. So one day we just decided to make an ad film company and that my brother said, bullshit, crap idea, stick to your core competence. Every day you want to launch a new company. So I got really angry and I had a dog, a boxer called Tiger. So I named the whole company Tiger Productions. True story.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the boxer got to do with your anger with your brother?
I was sitting with my boxer when my brother told me on the phone that you should not launch this company.
As a mark of respect to Tiger, your boxer, you said I'll make...
So the company was called Tiger Production. We made a huge amount of ads and that Tiger Production became Percept Picture Company and then we produced 72 feature films, thousands of commercials and that became a turning point for us because Percept Picture Company not just made feature films but actually redefined cinema. We did everything first social cinema, first children's cinema, first meaningful cinema.
So what is that, the first Kings United biopic?
Holy shit, where are you gone? You jump like...
No, see, because I've got this research, I'm trying to see things I don't know. Everything else I know about you.
No, I gave up making movies 7-8 years ago, and now we're just picking up things that are inspiring to youth and patriotic at heart. So I'm doing a biopic on MS Bitta, which is the most bombed man in India.
The most?
Bombed man in India.
What does that mean?
MS Bitta, he's been bombed 36 times and he's
really?
survived. Yeah, he's got all his body, he's got no...
He's been bombed 36 times?
Legs, he's got, It's all true story. MS Bitta, I can check him out. So he's a legend, still alive and still a patriot. So we're doing a story on him. It will be very inspiring, And the second one is on Kings United. Kings United create history from Nala Sopara, Gully to Glory. Yeah, they won the World of Dance Championship. Jennifer Lopez threw a shoe. They won $1 million. 14 kids who couldn't even afford glucose biscuits and tea won a World Dance Championship. Epic.
They were more like Nidhi from the block.
Yeah.
Not so much Jani. But is it true you're dating Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah. Proposing.
Just as an aside.
Too old, bro.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Cyrus.
Oh, beautiful. It's the MGR phenomenon. As the actor ages, the actress goes the other way.
That's why we go to Bombay Gym every day. We feel young.
What? I haven't drunk in 4 years. I go in the morning, work out and leave.
Serious? Why?
No, it's a long story. I'm not allowed by law.
Law?
Yeah, I misbehave when I drink. I've peed in public.
I've never seen him misbehave, Cyrus.
But with us, it's okay. Then there are other people who don't drink, and then things get out of hand and all that.
You know what Aditya Motwani did?
What did he do?
2 weeks ago.
What did he do?
So we got smashed up in the bars in Bandra, and I told him let's call it a night because usually now he loses it. Cut to we go to Bombay Gym. I said no. The only place I'll go to is Bombay Gym. Saturday night we go there, and he orders beef chili. Usual. He called for a beef chili.
Banned by law in certain states. The chili.
And the beef chili. So he orders beef chili or whatever, and then Sunny turns around and he sees beef chili besides him. So he puts his both hands in it because he's too smashed by now. So usual Bombay Gym style, picks it up, starts eating. It belonged to the lady in a sari next.
Wow.
So she turns around and says, what are you doing? Are you serious or whatever? And he says, oh my God, Bhabhi. And he touches her feet and lifts her sari up.
Oh! How does this end?
Terribly. Because a couple of guys come, we have a nice conversation. We immediately left Bombay Gym Khana for another bar.
Man.
But Motwani didn't give up.
It's just great thing about Motwani. He's still batting for India, no? I mean, he's like Melly. He's like Melly of the bar. He's never going to retire. He's always going to be there, balla in hand.
He's full of energy. Yeah. He's a happy guy. He wants to spread happiness.
I love him. He's one of the best party animals ever.
Ever.
In your list of top 5 party animals, he has to be there.
He's the only guy who puts mascara before going out every night.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Is that now or before?
Since like 15 years. He's been stealing my wife's mascara at home. So that's how we got to know.
You don't mistake one for the other now, do you? Okay, so then there's the Bitta biopic, then there's Kings United, and then you go into writing, is it?
I've done a couple of books, 3 books. Fuck Knows 1, Fuck Knows 2.
Yeah.
And then True Story of Sunburn.
I have Fuck Knows 1.
You have it?
I have a copy.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I have
the yellow one.
Yeah. It's not a long read. It's like 45 minutes I finished the book. Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fast reader, and you're a fast writer. Perfect combination.
But did it touch you somewhere?
So what was the idea?
Did that book touch you anywhere?
Yeah, you touched me enough
no.
on Saturday night. What are you worried about? No, so tell us, so why go into the slightly motivational, how do you, inspirational book?
No, Dad died of lung cancer and it was a terrible death, and I really believed in God. Like, I used to go to all temples. I used to like God. I feel that whole idea of God is brilliant. It gives you so much energy and belief. And then I went to every temple in the world because he was perfectly healthy and fit, and he just got 4th stage lung cancer and he died. And then I just lost faith in God. And there's a phrase that we've been grown up to, which is called God knows. You know, everything is God knows. Kal kya main pass hounga exam mein? God knows. You know, even mom, dad tells you that God knows. Bhagwan ke upar hai. So God knows became fuck knows, because God is a one-way communication. He or she never talks to you. So then that's why I wrote the book, actually. I wrote the book because it's fuck knows. Life is fuck knows. Will we survive today? God knows. Fuck knows. So that whole philosophy of God knows became
please
fuck
don't
knows.
Answer this in the same way. Why do you write part 2? Fuck knows?
Fuck knows, fuck knows dead or alive. So fuck knows 2 is a green cover, and I was really pissed off. I was really angry. So you can see the anger in the writing, actually. I just felt that we were losing a lot currently in the planet, in the social fabric of society. This generation is not going to get to live a good quality of life. This generation per se. And by 2030, the planet will be a totally different place. So many things that you and me have seen in our lives, this generation ain't going to see. My son's not going to see it, for sure.
Like the great Indian bastard.
Lots of
Bustard.
Yeah.
May I just point out? Huh?
Yeah, so lots of stuff. The cheetah's gone, and so on and so forth. I mean,
cheetah's gone?
Yeah, cheetah's
Lion's
gone.
almost gone.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate. The world is changing at a rapid pace, and not for the better, for the worse. So the second fuck knows was with a little bit of anger.
More environmental and global sort of thing.
Yeah, a little bit, telling the truth. Because at my age, you've seen life, you've seen the world, and if you can share those experiences with people, then maybe even if you make a difference to 2 people's life, what the hell?
Okay, third one?
Third one is True Story of Sunburn. So if you take intellectual property, when you create an intellectual property, nobody articulates it. So what my logic is, this is really important, Cyrus, and I hope you keep quiet for 2 minutes to hear the meaning of this conversation.
Fuck knows.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Okay. For once, behave seriously. So what I'm saying is that we Indians are 1.3 billion people. We have come from the land of culture, tradition, history, whatnot. We're the oldest civilization on the planet. But we don't archive things. We don't create things that can inspire the next generation. So give you an example. You live in the Bollywood capital and the business capital of India called Mumbai, right? I mean, the person who created Bollywood, in my opinion, was Yash Chopra. Correct? Today his son is alive. His legacy is alive. But is Yash Chopra's life alive? No. There's no museum. There's nothing. There's nothing archived in his life. So any young filmmaker...
youngsters think he's related to Priyanka.
Yeah.
Go on. I won't interrupt.
So I'm just saying that, and then let's say the most successful businessman in the country is Ratan Tata and Dhirubhai, who's not anymore. But is there anything that any youngster can walk into a library, into a museum, into an archive, say...
There's Ratan Tata Institute. That's all we have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we don't create legacies. We don't respect it, and therefore there's a lack of sort of inspiration. And in
cricket, who remembers Vijay Merchant, Vijay Manjrekar,
there's no place.
Vijay Hazare, three Vijays?
the headquarters of BCCI is in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Can a kid who loves cricket walk into BCCI's museum,
and look at
archive
things.
department, and get inspired to say, this is how Eknath Solkar learned his cricket?
Amar Singh?
Exactly.
You know your cricket. You don't know your cricket. I'm just shouting at Abbas for no reason, who's our producer. Huh?
Yeah, so so I feel that we...
Good point, yeah.
we are...
So we've never taken this whole historical perspective about where we come from and all seriously.
Yeah, because...
Except when it comes to religion and a few political symbols.
I do believe that present is the past, but if past can inspire the future, then it's not the past. So if there is content available that should be...
Kripaya dhyan dijiye, loop that back, listen to it correctly, and then try and follow. Yeah, that was too quick. Quick gun, Murugan. Yeah. So go on.
No, carry on.
No,
so I thought that when I did Sunburn, you know, Cyrus, very important for people listening on the show to understand that the reason to create Sunburn was to make a social impact on the youth of the country through music. The idea was to unite young people through music in public places, in sunshine, to make a social impact. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Genre could be EDM, Sufi, rock, metal, whatever it is. Young Indian youth should not stay behind the computers at home. You know what I mean? They should get out. When you get out through music, the power of uniting each other is phenomenal.
But they can't get tickets.
No, man.
The moment you left our studio, when you came to shoot to promote one of the books about 3 years back, all the kids asked me, but can you give us tickets? And I felt it was a little embarrassing to ask you because the tickets were sold out and stamped up. So what do they do?
No, it's going well. Yeah, no, we created a model, Cyrus. I mean, we created a model which is...
some competitors now.
Bottom up.
But they're all popular.
No, yeah, bottom up, top down. So we have campuses which are for free. We take Sunburn to universities and we do free gigs. No alcohol, but experience in the campus.
But the big major one?
Are the festivals, which are expensive because the cost to procure the permissions, the artists is huge.
But that's where all the kids want to come. No? From pan-India, they want to travel and come, say Pune, whatever.
They must blackmail their parents, steal some banks. Because there are bills to be paid.
Corruption.
So, for the top line. But what I'm trying to say is that I wrote a book on Sunburn for that reason. Because I said, look, if something happens to me tomorrow, like, you know, you and me get into a fight and I die, then at least the story of Sunburn is articulated.
Ever.
Yeah. This is online. I have put in record that something happens to me today, it's you.
It's Motwani with the mascara. Okay, I've got pictures. That's why you died. You
so Sunburn book is to inspire the next generation to say how you can create an intellectual property out of India. Because India is a land of traders and we need to be now the land of creators. So just to give you an example, IPL is an intellectual property that India has created.
Right.
It belongs to every Indian. Yeah. Every Indian is a shareholder of IPL. Where is the book? Where is the archive? Where is the history to say, read this handbook and you could make the next IPL in basketball or tennis? No. Everything is inspired by the West. Why?
Didn't Mahesh Bhupati make the next IPL in tennis and didn't work out?
Yeah, they're all trying. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that there was a journey involved in IPL and why shouldn't it be articulated? So Sunburn, the book was made.
Okay, I want to throw something at you. I've been listening.
किताब लिखी यार समाज के लिए.
They're all paying attention.
क्या बात है ना?
Now, you brokered deals, listen to me, valued at over $3.2 billion.
Yes.
Across various sports. This is true fact.
True.
$3.2 billion.
Why would I lie?
Wow, that's a lot of money, bro.
The Indian team sponsorship was a 100 crore deal for Sahara, you remember, the chest?
Yeah, of course, for many years.
That was the largest cricketing deal in the history of mankind.
So then you also manage some of these cricketers.
Boxing, cricketer, Sushil Kumar, Virender Singh, it just goes on and on. Leander Mahesh for 13 years, bro.
Yeah.
So worked really hard on sports.
Just quickly, I know we don't have time, but very quickly. So tell us about your experiences with some of the big cricketers, tennis players, whoever. Yuvraj is one of your boys. I remember Yuvraj did everything.
Yuvraj lived in our home and he was like family and beyond. So I think it also worked that his surname was Singh and mine was Singh. Yeah. So everybody thought he was like part of the family.
But is that 30% of Punjab?
He actually occupied my son's room for a long time, Shan.
Where did your son go?
He moved into our room. No. Yuvraj was really close to the family and he was amazing because I got to associate with him when he was just starting off. So this was before his South Africa first match in Nairobi where he scored 76 not out and spoken in the I drank milk, that interview that he gave, remember?
Yeah.
So I signed him at that stage and then he became part of my life and he could walk into my wardrobe and take my watches, my t-shirts, my clothes, my jackets.
Underrated test batsman? Should be given a longer run?
Yeah, for sure. But I think temperamental. So
But on song, one of the best batsmen to watch?
Best batsman.
The timing was just fantastic.
Aggression,
I think in his younger years,
fearless.
What a clean hitter.
Talented.
What a clean hitter of the ball.
He was a tennis player, right?
Oh, is it?
His father slapped him and put him into cricket. He was a fantastic tennis player.
His father himself played for India.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So I think his father made his dreams come true through Yuvraj. And then Yuvraj was brilliant. And we had...
So is Yuvraj taking up tennis now?
No.
No.
But we had some crazy bets, Cyrus. A great story that he became man of the series in India. And I said, so what? What do I do? He came home, we were partying, chilling out, etc. He says, Baji, kya hai? What is my gift? I became man of the series. I said, Pakistan mein ban ke dikhana tu. So India-Pakistan series is on. He said, ban gaya to? I said, jo tere ko chahiye dunga. तो बोलता है मर्सिडीज कन्वर्टेबल
Are you kidding?
मैंने बोला सच्ची में बोलता है इंडिया पाकिस्तान पाजी बहुत मुश्किल है हाउ टू बिकम मैन ऑफ द सीरीज गेस व्हाट ही वेंट became man of the series. I gave him a purple convertible Mercedes.
I'm glad you gave him purple.
I remember the color.
Some sort of punishment is
because
involved.
Because my mom gave the keys to him on the first floor. So that's the kind of fun we used to have, It was not about business. It's about creating history for India.
Who else?
Dada, Saurav Ganguly. I gave him a red convertible.
What are you,
Mercedes? Yeah.
What's going on the side?
Because it's an incentive. At that time, Cyrus, pay attention to this.
Tell us about Saurav.
One second. A guy who dreamt of playing cricket for the country, didn't get even close to it. Today was representing 9 out of 11 playing cricketers and the Indian team in sponsorship. Imagine what I'm going through. Hang on. If I'm making 1 crore of rupees, I wanted to share 50 with them.
That empathy is there. I get it. But did you bowl to them? Did you bowl to them in their palm?
So we had rubber ball cricket in our building when Saurav, Yuvraj, Zahir, all were there. Full on.
Did you
and the worst
short and fast?
Best was Dada. Dada, Saurav Ganguly is the best. So everybody else is okay. Dada saying, short mat dalna.
Why?
I said rubber ball hai Dada. Bolte nahi, dabana mat. So this is not only me. India, Pakistan in the World Cup in quarterfinals in South Africa. So Yuvraj is calling me saying, Dada is saying, Shoaib aaj dabaega. The word is dabaega. Matlab short dalega.
But you've got a 141 in Brisbane against Australia on a fast wicket.
Yeah.
So he could play it. So I think there's a
Who,
little
Saurav?
bit. Yeah.
Oh, he's phenomenal. Are you mad?
No, I mean, he could play the short ball also. It's just a little bit...
No, he's awkward with it. He doesn't like it. He's exit when it comes. Mujhe nahi chahiye.
He plays it awkwardly.
Ye mera nahi hai. You know that... See, Ricky Ponting goes to the front foot and hooks the ball.
Yeah, he wants the short ball. That's a different sort of feel.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want this.
But he still managed. I mean, he's good average.
Managed? He's created history. Yeah. What are you talking?
Then who else?
One of them was Zahir. Zahir was a Libran. I'm a Libran. Lovely guy. Balanced, steady, very good relationship we had and a great run.
One of the best bowlers we ever produced?
Oh, phenomenal.
Best left
consistent,
arm?
but not very athletically agile from the lower half. If you see his bum, he's not very flexible.
What the hell? Who talks to a man like this? What kind of relationship do you have with Zahir?
He's stiff in the lower half. I just being honest.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but very hard-working cricketer. It's like Katrina Kaif, She worked hard at her skill.
Which is? All right.
We're Bandra, Cyrus.
Kidding.
Be careful.
One last.
Bhai is close by.
One last. So, out of all these, what about the present?
The number one cricketer that I look up to in my life?
Yeah.
Most inspirational? Kapil Dev.
That's our generation.
It. And this game over.
When he would walk in
and he's my best friend now. For 25 years, he's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my elder brother. He's my brother. He's my family member. The best party moments of my life with Kapil Dev. The most historic moments with Kapil Dev.
Me? Huh? I worship Kapil Dev, but you don't understand. We didn't
played a game with me.
Yeah, no, but TW, we did a show where we made fun. There was some interview and we did this cut-paste interview.
You fucked up.
Little bit. So you
can't do that.
He called it Rajdeep and said, comedy ka bhi limit hota hai. And I like Cyrus and all this.
Yeah, you can't.
But listen. So I told my dad, Rajdeep called and said, just call him up and apologize. So we called and we apologized and all that. Oh, we met him at a Percept party and we apologized. He was very nice. He was
98100.
Oh, are you crazy? My dad... Shailendra, my dad got so angry with me.
Yeah, obviously.
How dare you? But I said, it's just a silly piece of comedy. Just making fun of his Hindi also sometimes tends to become very female-oriented.
Have you heard his Hindi commentary?
Yeah.
Legend.
So
I don't even know what language it is.
Away from the great
I call him in the middle of it. I said, Paji, bola kya hai?
The jawab nahi. That's the question.
Dekho, audience ko maja aa raha hai na? Bola, wo to aa raha hai. But ab tu zyada mat bola kar.
But I'll tell you one thing. 5 wickets down when he comes into bat, when I was a young boy in the 80s, and then he'd look at the sun over his right shoulder, your blood would rush like the warriors come to fight for the country. That's special.
But sorry, two short stories. I'll tell you what happened. Okay. Very important stories. Yeah. So this is the killer story. So he became the cricketer of the millennium. And he got the award in London. Right. So he was the cricketer of the millennium. Yeah, wow. The cricketer of the world. And I'm sitting with him and he said, we used to travel together all over the world for 25 years now. So I'm sitting beside him and when he gets up to go up, I said, Paji, ek kaam karna. All Goras in the whole auditorium. And I said, speak only in Hindi today. Don't speak in English. Because we are in England.
Yeah.
You fuck up in English.
It'll be a Vajpayee moment.
Yeah. So he goes up on stage and Virender Richards was giving him the award.
Wow.
And Virender Richards tells a story about the fact that India, I think, was 187 for 7 India, chasing 312 to win a test match in Barbados. And the first slip, Gordon Grange or somebody, sledges Kapil Dev when he comes to bat. And Virender Richards said, oh man, wrong man to sledge. Malcolm Marsham bowling. Kapil Dev scored 125 not out and won the test match. So Virender Richards said that very few cricketers on the planet who wear their heart on their sleeve. And this is one man. And obviously the way he spoke, Kapil didn't get what he said. Obviously, when he went
this particular individual has worn his heart on his sleeve, huh?
It's like that joke when Kapil went to Australia and the taxi driver asked him, "You come to die?" I have not come to die. I have come to play. So he went to the room and he saw Michael Holding in the urinal and he said, holy.
Yeah. That's a fast bowler. Should be batting with that. Yeah.
So it was a historic moment where he spoke in Hindi and, whatever. It was quite a moment.
Yeah. Second shot, you said 2.
Fuck it.
Fuck knows. Okay.
No, but amazing. Hey, ultimate cricketer, Kapil Dev. No discussion.
All right, just one last question. No, we've run out of time. Jasprit Bumrah, Ishan Sharma, Mohammad Shami with Umesh Yadav in the wings. Is this the best bowling attack you've seen that we produce, or would you go back to Zahir and Srinath and maybe even?
No. This is the best bowling attack, period. But I would leave 50% with Bumrah and 50% of the rest. The rest can come and go.
So Bumrah is special for you?
Yeah, 50% is Bumrah. 50%.
How good is Bumrah?
It's outstanding. You don't get a bowler like this. Yeah, best I've ever seen.
Yeah, in skill. It's amazing, no?
Yeah, no, because I'll tell you, the bowling has changed. So whether it's Dennis Lilly or Michael Holding or, Imran Khan and Kapil Dev and Michael Holding, these were bowlers in motion.
Yeah.
They were singing a song.
Yeah, rhythm, poetry.
Bumrah is a ninja.
Yes.
He's a ninja.
You're being very nice.
Yeah,
yes.
No.
There's no fluidity to that action.
You have no idea he's going to throw a knife or a sword.
Yeah.
No, he's a ninja.
Right.
He's got so many surprises.
Well put, yeah.
He's got so many surprises that no batsman can read him ever.
If he stays fit, will he break all the records?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
He's just
even the Aussies and the Brits are just gushing over him.
Yeah, no.
Everybody's gushing.
Bumrah is once in a lifetime. Yeah. And I feel that people like Bumrah should be nurtured, taken care of.
So no 3 forms for him. You would cut it down.
Yeah, I would cut him down.
Yeah.
I would let him run long because he's an inspiration. Forget about the fact that he'll make money, he'll get endorsements. Forget all that shit. We've seen it and done that. But what Bumrah is going to enjoy is that if he can really contribute for a long time for this country and inspire the next generation of bowlers, which he has globally. You've seen the viral videos. Every other kid is doing the same action.
Yeah, God. There's a lady in the sari. Did you see that? Yeah.
But that action, Cyrus Permits him to pull so many surprises off. Is unbelievable. And that's what it's all about.
And he can even get the ball to rear off a good length. And he's not that big, no? He's not that powerful looking.
And he bowls the outswinger and the inswinger with the same action.
Superb.
Mad or what?
Yeah.
Like he's legend. And the bouncer.
And he started from the T20. But actually he did play a lot of first-class games. Nobody seems to record that for Gujarat.
But I think, Bumrah is the defining edge and the rest are following him.
Producer Singh, too much cricket. Shut up. Stop talking. Shali, thank you for being here. But we have the AMAs coming right now.
Do you wish you were smarter? Well, so do we. But the next best thing?
We could make you sound smarter.
And to help you with this endeavor, we are Simplified, a podcast that attempts to break down the complex world around you with a little knowledge, a lot of poor jokes, and a ton of random trivia.
Episodes out every Monday.
On the IVM podcast app or wherever you get your podcasts.
See ya!
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me. All right, Shailendra, we are joined by 2 very, very famous cricketers. You may not remember them. Amit, who's played for Baroda. There's no Abbas. I'm told Abbas has dropped out. So just 3 of us.
Amit is a selector also.
He hates cricket. He loves basketball. What's your basketball knowledge like?
Fuck all, yeah.
What is this fuck knows for everything?
Yeah, I know. What, man? I mean, like, seriously, basketball.
Name 3 NBA
I'm very
teams.
patriotic. My country doesn't play basketball. I don't care.
They will play soon.
Your country
It's growing. In the north, it's growing. Huh?
I'm not interested in 4 players.
It's the number 4th player.
Bro, I'm 50. Bring on sex. Don't warm me up.
All right.
The 1 sec. Wait, it's the number 4. Who says?
There's people who put money in it.
Football for sure.
Neeta Bhabi owns the rights again.
Football and kabaddi.
Neeta Bhabi owns the rights for football and basketball 25 years.
Kabaddi
So they're pushing the agenda.
Got
So
it. But sports is good for the country.
From Indian audience, cricket, kabaddi, football, and basketball.
Hand jobs. No, that's not a sport. Sorry.
All right. Question. This is from Raj Carey. While hanging out with friends and having drinks, what to do with the 1 or 2 guys who are always on the phone and showing everybody else shitty videos and completely ruining
You've got the right guy to answer this question. Because one thing that Charlie can do till today without stopping whatever happens in his life is partying.
Okay.
He's a partying king.
That's what I see.
So I have a solution for this guy because I wouldn't ask anybody else to do it, but I would do it.
Okay.
And I took complete accountability for what I'm about to suggest. So I think you should buy him a drink. So he'll be quite shocked and break his attention from being a digital baboon, and get him a drink of Red Bull and Jägermeister, and in that put a nice 500 mg Viagra.
Okay.
500 mg?
Yeah. So that he has a hard-on for 18 hours, and he'll never forget you, and he'll never ever get onto technology, and he'll realize that he has certain organs in his body that he needs to use, and not use organs that he freaking buys.
What if he starts typing things with his penis? Just because he can. He's given a superpower.
Yeah, if he's blessed with an anaconda, I can't hate him.
Look what you've done. Of course, 6 hours later, he'll hate you. My God, what a story.
Okay, all right. I think you got your answer.
Worst drinking partner that you've had so far?
Worst?
Out of your close friends, the Aditya Motwanis and gang.
Rajan Mittal.
Worst?
Yeah, worst.
As in?
Airtel.
Why?
Yeah. Because before he walks in the party, he says, do you have a 20-year-old Macallan? I said, what?
The demanding type.
Yeah, I hate those people.
Yeah,
I said, bring your own
Especially
bottle.
when you're halfway drunk.
No, bring your own bottle. If you know what you want to drink, bring your own bottle. Don't come to my house and embarrass me as if I don't. Oh, you don't have a Porsche. Oh, you just have an Audi. Oh, I apologize. My condolences. I couldn't afford a fucking Porsche.
Shelly, you sound like a New York housewife.
Oh, sorry.
Where's the accent coming from?
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's just
okay, all right. The next question is from Dhruv Patel. What do news presenters do with the laptops in front of them?
It's all...
How many years? Cyrus, you say this.
No,
you don't follow script ever.
No, but we are just as a stupid comedy show. When they're live, they are supposed to get it feeds. But the feeds all come in the ear. It really comes there. I think they just look as backup. You can keep it on, the page on, and you can look at it as backup. Or do what Siddharth Karan and I do at radio. We used to watch adult programs and do our radio shows. We used to put porn on a big screen and we'd have these inside jokes for which nobody else could understand. Hence the show went off the air in 2 years, whether you like it or not. But that's fun.
You don't read a teleprompter on your show?
We use a teleprompter because my aging actor partner Kunal Vijayakar, now he needs a teleprompter to order food. It's like he can't even order one bhel puri, just keep it here. One bhel puri, one sev puri, one fresh time soda. See, once you get into the teleprompter habit, it's terrible, because then you become lazy.
Yeah, you lose the... Yeah.
And I always feel the rhythm is better without it, especially when you're talking. But there are people who they mastered it. Now, our Prime Minister, the President of America, all these guys are
fully teleprompter.
And watch how they do it.
Their action, how the head moves.
Head moves, exactly. So they don't fool us, bro.
We know the angle, bro.
Other people are thinking, क्या mastery है language के ऊपर, क्या mastery साला.
दिन के 6 speech दिखे दिखा सकते.
Exactly. And you can quote anyone, you can reference anyone, and numbers. How the hell will people remember numbers? I mean, just teleprompters.
But Shayla finance minister used a teleprompter.
Okay, I won't go there. We had 4 in 3 months. Yeah.
All right, let's do this one next. Cyrus, you guys have been putting fun stuff these days. Best wishes from me. This is from Mahim Gautam. Old listener Mahim Gautam.
He's from Mahim Gautam.
That's the name?
Yes.
But he's one of our regulars. We have to...
For like long time.
So I have to respect him.
Started to felicitate him or something.
Okay, hi Mahim.
I think he first started writing to us like 3-4 years ago, like when we started almost. What would you say to sharks?
He's a shareholder.
Well, it should be. What would you say to sharks or whales if you knew that they can listen to and understand humans?
Well, 2 different types. I'm closer to whales.
Okay.
Sharks scare the hell out of me.
Yeah, I like sharks. You go for whales.
I have what is called the male period, and they can smell blood. Yeah. So I'm always bleeding because I've got all kinds of problems in my area. I'm not joking. I bleed everywhere. That's why, people know I've been there because there's blood on the sofa, there's blood here. That's the way it is. So sharks, I wouldn't last. But I like orca is the wolves of the sea, my favorite animal.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they can kill everything. No one can beat the orca in battle. Number 1 fighter in the world. Like Shelley, on a good day, Edinburgh, left arm. I don't want to go round, Skipper. I'm Punjabi. Yeah. I'm not going around. Any marking around. I'm going over.
How you ask us an intelligent question? He's right. The captain's done in the first step. Round on a round. Kyun aao round, yaar?
But Jofra Archer and Joe Root in the 4th test, same thing happened. He goes with his hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't go round.
You saw that.
The expression was, if I catch you. And oof, that was funny. Sorry, Amit, this is cricket.
Don't tell me bad friggin'
Okay. Anything you'd like to say to a shark or a whale, Shailendra?
Oh, a shark. I like sharks. Sharks are an opportunist. Yeah, you grab it.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah.
I like sharks.
Don't they kill their own also?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I think that's the way it rolls. Because you came alone, you'll die alone. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Okay.
Do what you want in this lifetime. This life belongs to you. You're a shark.
All right.
But left hand, right hand in sharks.
Yeah.
And your left armor. Yeah. And skiddy. And let me just put for the record, the skiddy bowlers. Ajit Agarkar was a bit skiddy. They're always Malcolm Marshall. Very difficult to, Who's your favorite fast bowler?
Wasim Akram.
No doubt?
No doubt.
The god of all things.
Yeah.
And if you had to go right arm?
Short run, long, Kapil Dev. He's like singing a song. He's so gentle. I like you, you're out, go home. I like you.
He's right.
Yeah.
All our era fast bowlers were like poetry. They had this rhythm
Michael
and all
Holding.
that. And now you have the Bumrahs.
Michael Holding, you felt like apologizing. No, don't come towards me. It's fine.
You don't even know he's bowling.
Yeah, I'm like, shoulders moving. Yeah, amazing.
4-5 fielders go to sleep.
There's a reason they call them
whispering death.
And Malcolm Marshall wasn't your vision only. He came from somewhere.
So Indian guys apparently get very upset because he's not straight.
Venkat Prasad was the best. In the batsman said, "Can you?" Because normally, the captain says, "Bowl a slower one," but Venkat Prasad said, "Can you bowl a faster one?"
Oh, unnecessary.
Who was the West
took a few wickets in England.
Who was the West Indian bowler who used to take really small steps and then went into like a big thing? I remember that from the late 80s.
Really small steps. Was he Markham starts
he used to
with
take
the small
really,
steps
really
and short
tiny
act?
steps, and then he started taking really
Patrick Patterson. It was scary.
It's a big man.
Quick for a little while and then disappeared.
Joel Garner, Patrick Patterson.
Yes.
God, they had about 10 fast bowlers that would walk into the team today and probably win the matches. Yeah. And now nothing. Back to the...
All right, last question. Okay, this is from Pankaj Chandak. Yeah. We all have shitty situations which we land up because of alcohol. I want to ask Cyrus the funniest story situation which you faced when drunk, and you wouldn't mind us to Kunal Vijayakar cameo in this story.
Okay, one involves a statue of a religious figure, so I can't tell that story because we'll be in trouble.
Yes.
But we escaped with our lives. It was unintentional, obviously. I have so many stories. Once
You worst one. And be honest with the show.
I urinated on a man. Okay, because
that's regular at Bombay parking lot. Cyrus, please, that's old. Bombay, every second person does a parking lot.
All hell broke out after that. You have no idea.
That's fine, but give me another one.
I've jumped out of a moving car.
Have you slept with someone you didn't know?
I have been molested.
You have been molested?
By elderly ladies. I'll tell you what, the boys were laughing at me the next morning. Said, "Do you know you kissed?" I was like, "Oh." So then finally the lady is, many months later actually, comes into the vision. Charlie, I got to tell you, man. This is one of the rare times, and I'm wondering, how could I kiss her? Otherwise, how could she kiss me? How could I kiss her? So that was not. You're right. Those are the worst.
I like this. This is the best.
How alcohol dulls your ability to understand what the hell
I'm visualizing
aesthetics are.
Your expression when she just kissed you, because you thought it's an 18-year-old.
The guys.
You gave her lips full on?
18, 20.
No, but she was like 60 plus, but whatever.
No, forget that. I don't mind that also.
No, but did you freeze or you let it flow? Like, fuck it.
I can't remember. The last thing I remember is waiter vodka. Kunal Pain. I used to say the same line. My pickup line was waiter vodka, Kunal Pain. The same line always. I still say it when I'm bored. It just comes out. What about you? An embarrassing story? You have a few.
No.
But you got Motwani and me and people like that. Why do you worry?
No, I'm inspired by you. Yeah. This is epic. What you just told me.
One of his Percept parties, I remember, is Suresh Menon, who's did a lot of work with them. So Suresh, me, and the Rajpal Yadav, who's now went to jail for this and that. But great fun guy. So we did this session where I spoke in Hindi and Rajpal spoke in English, and he spoke in Malayalam. I can't listen. I can't tell you. We were so clear that we are going to not do this stupidly. So we fought, as in we kept trying to talk, and as we got more drunk, people just left. It's just rubbish.
They just do their own shit. They don't care there's an audience. But Cyrus, the epic one was the Simi Gariwal show, which was. You, Sahukar,
Sahu plays great.
And you remember that?
Yeah.
And Suresh Menon.
Yeah. That was a good drinking partner.
So played. Cyrus played me.
Yeah.
In that.
Something like that.
And he kept getting him on the chair and kind of walking around. I know what you're doing. Yeah.
And Suresh played who?
Harry.
So this was the Percept.
So we did this.
So you basically had a Percept event making fun of the boss.
Yeah. No, but they were sporting. It's their event. Simi was.
It was our 25th celebration. And he destroyed the shit. And we had serious chairman sitting there watching. These are custodians to our wealth. And he banged.
Yeah.
He banged. My brother, Sahukar, Simi in the end, Simi got him.
I don't know, I can't remember. The skit I can't remember. I remember us doing it, that's for sure. Also, we started drinking by then. Because it was like a fun evening and the brothers were drinking, everyone was drinking. These things don't start on time. It went on at 11 or something. By then, we were all... Simi Gariwal was so manly. He does a pretty good Simi Gariwal. But he had a 2 or 3 himself. So his legs were wide. His hand was going on his shoulder. He's so masculine. And he actually does a very good Simi otherwise, when we did the MTV show.
And Suresh Menon was Sanjeev Kumar from Sholay.
Yeah. Suresh Menon did about 4 accents got mixed up because he's the mimicry king. But also what happens as you get drunk, it sort of subconsciously takes over. So he's Parsi, Malayalam, all over the place. And poor Harry, who's actually quite the Anglophile and speaks pretty clipped, sort of staccato way.
Right.
That went out of the window after the first line. I had Shali's hyper, so it's much easier to play Shali. I just kept bowling, I think. You can imagine Shali in a big meeting, he gets bored, picks up a ball, bowls one fast, when the glass breaks, client gets worried, okay, pass!
Deal done.
Fun days.
Oh, God, that does sound like fun. But, all right, I think we're good for now.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Memories.
Oh, indeed.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter, on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta. I'm B50 on Twitter. I am the host of Paisa Vaisa, the show that talks money. On my show, I speak to experts from every field of money and finance. From stock markets, equities, debt funds, credit cards, life insurance, every possible area of money and finance that you can think of. We even did an episode on cryptocurrency. I've got fantastic guests from mutual funds to personal finance experts everywhere. Robo-advisory, startups, just name it, we've got it. At Paisa Vaisa, we help you make smart decisions about money. You work hard for money. Now make your money work hard for you. New episodes out every Monday, and you can listen to my show on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you have.
माणसं गोलगप्प्यासारखी असतात. हाय हॅलो करताना वेगळी आणि बोलताना वेगळी आणि गप्पा मारताना वेगळी, मित्र झाली की वेगळी आणि शत्रू म्हणून वेगळी, थोडक्यात दिसणारी वेगळी आणि असणारी वेगळी, कधी आंबट, कधी गोड, कधी तिखट, तर कधी चमचमीत आणि कधी कधी हॉट अँड स्पायसी सुद्धा. आणि म्हणूनच गप्पा गोल गप्पा विथ तृप्ती खामकर फक्त तुमच्यासाठी दर बुधवारी IVM पॉडकास्टच्या ऍपवर, वेबसाईटवर किंवा युट्यूब चॅनलवर सुद्धा ऐकू शकता. तुम्ही आमचा पॉडकास्ट वेगवेगळ्या पॉडकास्ट प्लॅटफॉर्मवरती ऐकू शकता. फक्त सर्च करा गोल गप्पा विथ तृप्ती खामकर आणि आमचा पॉडकास्ट ऐकत रहा.